Hi, this is Nancy. Today is January 15, 2022. How are you doing? There is a well-known saying in Buddhism: anger burns the forest of merits and virtues. Today, let's hear the Buddha's words about anger. In today's story, Subhuti is one of the Buddha's great disciples, and this story is about Subhuti's conversion. After the Buddha was enlightened, he traveled around and instructed people according to conditions. One day, he knew that the condition was ripe for young Dragon King to be rescued. So he manifested as a bhikkhu and meditated by Mount Sumeru. At that time, a golden-winged bird king caught the young Dragon King from the ocean and flew to the top of Mount Sumeru. The bird king was just about to eat the Dragon King. At that moment, the Dragon King saw the bhikkhu who was meditating by the mountain. So he wholeheartedly pleaded the bhikkhu to rescue him from all the sufferings. Soon after, the Dragon King was dead. Due to his sincere plea, he was able to be born in a good family with good appearance. His parents named him Subhuti, which meant good appearance. Growing up, Subhuti was very clever and wise, and nobody could match up with him. However, due to his accumulated habits, he was irascible and had bad temper. He would get angry with no reason or yell at someone with no ending. His parents, his friends, neighbors, relatives all disliked him. So Subhuti left home and lived in the forest alone. Even in the forest, his bad temper followed him. Birds, animals, wind, or even the moving grass or tree leaves could irritate him. There was no a slight of joy in Subhuti's mind. There in the forest, there was a mountain king. Seeing Subhuti's bad temper, he felt helpless. One day, he appeared and said to Subhuti, "Why did you leave your warm home and come to this forest? If you don't cultivate a good heart here, what is the point being here?" He said, "You know, in the world right now, there is a Buddha who has great blessing. He's instructing people to cultivate goodness and cut off all evil. If you go meet the Buddha, for sure you will get rid of your hatred and vicious mind." Hearing the mountain god's words, Subhuti was happy and asked, "Where is the Buddha? How can I find him?" The mountain god said to Subhuti, "The Buddha is in Jetavana Vihara. Close your eyes, I will bring you there with my God's power." Subhuti did accordingly. He closed his eyes, and just in one moment, he arrived at Jetavana Vihara. There, he opened his eyes and saw the Buddha's 32 kinds of good appearance and 80 kinds of goodness. The golden light around the Buddha was brighter than tens of thousands of suns. Subhuti was joyful. He went ahead and paid homage to the Buddha. Then he sat aside. The Buddha knew Subhuti's past, so he preached to him. Anger and hatred are disgusting. They increase one's ignorance and annoyances. They burn one's good root. They commit various evil deeds. At the end, one has to bear the retributions and fall to the hell. There in the hell, one has to go through other greater sufferings. Even if one day one is able to get out of hell, he will be born in other evil realms and becomes snakes, dragons, or others. One's mind will still be vicious and continues to hurt each other with no end. Hearing the Buddha's words about faults and retributions of anger and hatred, Subhuti was frightened. His hair stood up, his heart jumped fast. He repented sincerely in front of the Buddha. Right at the moment, he was enlightened. He was full of joy, and he pleaded the Buddha to allow him to stay with him. The Buddha said to Subhuti, "Bhikkhu, 善来." So, Subhuti's hair fell itself. He put on bhikkhu's robe and became a bhikkhu. Subhuti practiced diligently and obtained arhatship shortly after. Amitabha, this today's Dharma share, we accept and follow the Buddha's words. We stay humble, we self-reflect and correct ourselves. Staying to the end means you really care. Thank you everyone for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.